Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome to a new little mini-series. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, yes, we are indeed on a brand new account, in a brand new lovely robot, sparkling new. As you can see, I haven't spent a single RP, I haven't changed anything to do with the starter robot, and this is because I am starting a new account. Yes, indeed. On this account, I will not be buying any Galaxy credits or spending them. Well, actually, I'll take that back instantly. I'll probably be spending the 100 we're given at the start, as that's what everyone gets. But in my last two accounts, I have actually spent money on the game. Mostly for cosmetics, but occasionally I have given in to greed and bought a piece of armour or a day of premium or something along those lines. I don't want to do that this time. This time I want to tier up vanilla. I want to do it like everyone else does it. And to be perfectly honest, normally until about tier 5 I haven't really bought anything. But I want to do it again. I want a new game. I'm one of those people who love starting new games. And so this isn't really going to be a guide series or anything. And it is inspired by various YouTubers. But I'm just simply going to be playing. A lot of grinding, a lot of altering, and a quick evolution of my robot. I'll be trying to stick to one robot most likely, probably be going into a hover as fast as I can, because I'm in the mood to play a hover. But right now, this is our starter vehicle. I'm just having a look around, seeing what I'm going to do. So, in chassis, let's buy as many of these as we can, because they're free of charge. Along with steering wheels, as many as possible, because they're free of charge. Okay, I'm not going to be keeping this design, not at all, and there is a very good reason for this. People who see this design end up shooting you almost instantly. It's like white blocks, it's a big indicator you're either new to the game or your robot is subpar, because it's new, it's quite a weak little robot. So sadly I am going to have to eradicate this beautiful, beautiful box. I am actually quite fond of the starter robot. Let's just press B so we can complete those, okay. So how are we going to do it then? Well, white blocks are free of charge, like I've just covered, so we can have as many as we want. So we could go for quite a large robot. Of course we are very hampered by the P-flops. I am level 1, and this is because of course I have only started. So let's elongate this. So we could go for a very long vehicle with a lot of SMGs. Do a bit of an SMG bed for a few levels, just because I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't like gun beds. Never been a big fan of gun beds. Gun beds never really spoke to me. I've never really been a big fan. Always tried to stick away from them just because I don't like how they play. Simple as that. I don't like spam fire with SMGs. I like short precision bursts, if that makes sense. That's why I like plasmas. That's why I like a low level of SMGs. So a few strong ones, that's how I prefer it. Let's do this. So what I want is quite an armoured front. Of course, right now we don't even have armoured blocks. These are light chassis blocks which aren't even armoured. That's why you get tier 1 armour. And tier 1 rather than tier 2 like with SMGs, because you start off with tier 1 SMGs, but you can buy tier 2 SMGs with tier 1 tech tokens. So what I'm thinking of doing is something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. And then going down. So we protect the wheels, because the starter design doesn't do a good job of protecting the wheels, and you might end up spinning around in circles for a long period of time. Also, I've went with full drive wheels rather than the 2 drive 2 standard, which I think is what the basic does. Not quite sure. Okay, let's protect it like this. We can't really get too many blocks. I'm just trying to protect it from the kind of top level as much as possible, because we will run out of P-flops if I try and defend every last piece. There you go. And then chassis, then light chassis blocks here. May as well, because we have them in the inventory, so there's no real concern of running out of them anytime soon, especially how cheap they are. And then that can go like this. Okay. It looks alright. It's a bit better defended from the front than usual. Not overly so, but certainly more so than it was. So like this, and then that. Okay, I wonder how many P-flops the guns actually are. That's the big issue I'm thinking of now. Because I do want quite a few. Also, another problem I've just thought of is the SMGs will probably plink into each other if I have them in the pattern I was thinking of. So this will have to be raised. So it will become kind of like a tiered robot, which I really am not a fan of at all. But for now, well, necessity is more important. So this, big block there, big block there. Okay, let's start putting the essence. So I have 6 to play with right now. That's what you get at the start, which is quite odd because you only have 4 placed on your robot at the start. You'd think that at least give you them all in use, so it kind of explains, look, you should be using your SMGs. But apparently not, which is very curious, I've always found. Tiny little thought there, bit of a sidetrack. Leveling up is going to be our biggest thing, I think, because we could make quite a good robot just using white blocks if I had more P-flops to play around with. I could probably get a nice defensive robot going, but of course we have almost no P-flops, so getting into the lovely brown armour is probably our first bet. Okay. Sure, I don't really like the look of that, but that's fine. A little bit of extra armour on the back. So I've altered it a bit. I've kind of went for a more heavily armoured front side, bit wider. But there we are. Hello and welcome back. Sorry for the quick cut there. I've decided to edit out a large chunk of me making this robot because I got a bit confused to what I wanted to do, and there's a few minor audio glitches with Robocraft itself, so I've most likely edited that out. So you've missed about 5 minutes of me yelling at the screen and thinking, why oh why can't I have enough P-flops? Oh my god, I miss my 1000 P-flops. So, as you can see, our wheels are still very, very vulnerable. And I've bulked up the middle extremely at a big cost. My seat is now 1 lower, which is great because it means things hitting the top most likely won't hit my seat. But it is now attached to, where is it? Here. So it's right at the bottom, which is quite an issue because if a plasma hits here, and yes, there are plasmas in tier 1 because people bring them, including me. I used to have a little tier 1 similar to the pill, which had a little plasma attached. Yeah, so if a plasma hits the back, I'm pretty much going to blow up. But that is the cost. I'm going to defend myself as well as I can with the limited resources I have. But we're not finished yet. I need some protection against my wheels being damaged, particularly since now I only have 6. So what I'm thinking is... Oh dear, that's not far enough. What I'm thinking is possibly a bit of like a skirt. Something similar to this. Oops, daisy. It won't provide much protection, but hopefully if we get lucky it might take a single blow so my wheels don't come flying off and I end up in a ditch somewhere, very upset about the whole ordeal. Let's see, if I do it like this... Nope, that looks absolutely terrible. Where is the way I want it to be? No? It's very hard with the white blocks, I can never quite see what I'm doing. Yes, there we go. Actually, that looks okay. Plus, as we get P-flops, I can fill this in like this. Most like... Oh, here's an issue I just thought of. Can this still... Will I still have enough P-flops to finish the skirt on this side? Because only one side would look absolutely dreadful. So, can I indeed do that? Let's have a quick gander and find out. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at P-flops. Yes, I'll just about be able to do it and maybe have a few spare just to clear up the front. Let's see where we go here. Nope. Aha! There we are. That actually isn't looking too bad so far. It's a bit bulky, and it's a bit squished, but that's just because of our P-flop limit. I can't really flesh it out much. I guess that these are probably the best block to put in there. Yes, indeed it is. Trying to get used to using these. I always end up forgetting these even exist and then not having anything. Oh, I'm 1 short for the other side, and I cannot have that. That would drive me mental. So I have 1 block I can use somewhere. There you go. Bit more protection on the front. So yeah, we need to name this thing. I think for now we will call it Squish because that is exactly what it looks like. This is Squish. Squish. There we are. So that's pretty much my tier 1 design without spending any RP. This is the bog standard stuff. I was tempted to get more SMGs, but quite frankly, surviving the match to get the win bonus is probably our best bet to getting some lovely tier tokens, some tech tokens, because I really need the armoured cubes, and I really need... Actually, now think about it, are they... Oh, the front-mounted ones are actually free of cost, and how much are they RP-wise? Sorry, P-flop-wise. The exact same. Oh, you see, I've never been a big fan of these, but let's just grab some, because they're free. Yes, I'll pay for it with my 0 Galaxy coins, excellent. Please, thank you. Never been a huge fan of these, but I think in this style of robot they might provide some use. Always love the idea of one day making like a broadside, so all the guns are on one side, and if I just park in the correct way, it's like a volley of death. So yeah, let's get into a game then. Let's get started and let's have some fun. Hopefully we'll get some tech tokens in our very first match with Squish, or it might be absolutely dreadful, who knows. Probably dreadful. I had a quick practice match without the skirt, no, screw it, I'll just go into it. The big issue is, these are so freaking weak. Only doing 98 damage is terrible. Other than against other white armoured fellows, because the starter practice enemies do have the, where is it? The tier 1 armour. So you can see how well it does against tier 1 armour. It doesn't. It simply doesn't get through it. It's kind of awful. So, back in a second, Sir and Sirettes, when we get into our first game. And we are back! Welcome to a good map! Yes, indeed, this robot isn't cursed. We have quite a few white armoured fellows, so I hope that's a good sign. We also have a nice little pill creature with a plasma, which is a bit more disconcerting. But let's go... Ooh! Wow, you are simply made of SMGs. Good job I'm not a flyer here, because you would scare the crap out of me. So, let's get going. Oh dear God, we've already lost someone. That's a brilliant start. And it also most likely means the enemy have a very nasty, well, either a very high tier SMG or a plasma, because that shouldn't have been so fast. That's my guess anyway. I can see from here. Let's look at people's health. Don't really want to get into a big scrap right now until I've bulked up a bit more. However, I do want levels, so if I could be a bit sneaky despite being very bad at long range, that would be wonderful. Aha, there's the little plasma bugger. Let's see if... Oh God, there's a railgun. In tier 1? Can you actually bring rails to tier 1? Well, that was a good start. Where is it? I honestly didn't even know you could fit a rail into a tier 1 match. Has that always been... Oh no, bad. Okay, we did a little bit of damage. Actually did quite a bit of damage back to him. Must have dislocated something. Did a few nibbles against that fellow there, but sadly did also attract his attention. He's turning around to fight me, which I don't really want. Oh dear. Let's see if we can have a long range. Oh, I'm doing no damage. He actually has green and brown armour. Yes, indeed, I can't even touch him. I see you there. You may think you're hidden, but you're actually not. You might as well just stand and fight me, sir. You will absolutely own me. However, oh no, the plasma over there has also saw me and wants the piece of the poor little Squish. I might as well zoom out. I'm not doing any damage, I might as well see the action as it unfolds. Oh well, I did some damage. Completely forgot how heavy I was though, so I fell, which was not the best. Exit game. Let's see if we actually got any tier tokens. I really shouldn't eat while I'm talking to the microphone. Nope, no tier tokens at all, but to get a little bit of RP. Quite a lot actually in this tier. Yes, indeed. But that won't really do much since we've already reached our limit on size. Back then, when we get into another match. And we are back. However, I have seen something very disconcerting. One of the enemies has a robot simply called Snipe Your Tier 1. I wonder what kind of robot that could possibly be. A rail, perhaps? Okay, let's go with the pack this time. Make sure we're actually with some other bodies, so we don't get singled out quite so easily. I'm not sure what's more important right now, tech tokens or leveling up. Obviously I want both in abundance, but I don't know which one I'm most eager to get. Leveling up, more armour. Tier tokens, better armour, better weapons. Tier 2 SMGs would be beautiful right now. I'm going to let everyone else go ahead a little bit further. I don't like how I'm always in the lead right now. Don't know even how I'm in the lead for such... Ooh, hello, there's definitely a plasma, which I failed to spot correctly. Let's have a few pot shots at him, however we did just fail completely. Okay, so he did spot the plasma, which means the one's coming up is in fact an SMG. Quite a small one actually. I don't mind my chances of standing here and firing. Aha! We got a kill! Level 2! First level up of our new account. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Alright, we really should aid him even if he does have a bit of a thing against me. Oh, there is definitely a railgun. Oh, there is the Snipe Your Tier 1 fellow. Maybe I could If I could just squeeze your aim. Oh, I could have got a shot off then. I didn't fire. Completely my fault, apparently. Ooh, wow, that was a buggy little experience. Where's that rail coming from? I don't even know where that was coming from then. I might be acting a little bit cowardly, but that's because I'm a little bit cowardly. I really, really want to get some tech tokens. If I survive till the end and we win, I've got a good chance of unlocking the next tier of armor. Okay, he's fired, so he can't fire again for a while. Let's try and close the gap. He has already took out... Oh, there's 2 snipers. That is most rude. It's tier 1, sirs. Really? There was actually a platoon. There's a good chance they are the platoon. The 2 rail. Where's that rail even at? I can't see. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. That was completely my fault. I didn't think this robot turns quite so sharply. Apparently now I forgot to turn completely anyway. There's the little fella. Hello, sir. That did surprisingly little damage. I thought that would just cut right through me, but apparently not. Okay, let's see if we can just hit him a few... Oh dear, there's a plasma there as well. Oh, I feel ever so weak right now with this little robot. Feel like I'm being picked on. Oh well, we killed someone. We helped out all we could. But the 2 rails and the plasma were a bit too much for poor little Squish. And he was cut down in his prime. Also didn't help that I tried to climb a wall. Any 3 tier tokens, which I think might actually be enough. Yes, indeed it is, to get an armor cube. But is it worth getting right now? Oh, we actually have some more P-flops as well, so we can start filling in this. First of all, so let's do this first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, okay, that's good enough. Let's fill in the skirt a bit, which sounds ever so weird. But let's fill in the skirt so we can actually protect our wheels. 2, 3, 4. 1 there, and then 1 on the other side would probably do it, actually. Okay, we have 1 spare again, which is a bit awkward. Okay, I do think, which is a very rare thing for me, I'm going to get the brown armor cube first, just because I don't like being shot down quite that easily. So let's get 20 of those. That's actually a surprising lot. I think it's because of me playing with higher tier robots for a while now. I keep forgetting how cheap armor used to be. Let's protect our head case a bit. This is where we are armored. We should be armored most. And yes, it is hollow currently. That's because we didn't have the P-flops for it, sadly. So if I could protect that and this little front bit here, I could probably survive. Probably not a rail, but certainly a few more shots in the front. Oh, was that not... Oh, that must have been hollow beforehand. Interesting. Where else could I put pieces? Oh, definitely up here. At the back would be wonderful, and particularly under our seat. So there. Okay. Do we buy more or do we save up? I think we may as well, go ahead and buy as many as we can. Just because this will increase our chance of surviving, and if we can survive, it means we'll actually get some tech tokens and some more RP. I mean, if we can survive a victory, that would be glorious. Especially with the 2x victory bonus we still don't have yet. Like this. How many do I have left? 16. Okay, we actually got quite a bit of armor from 2. This is just from 2 matches. But saying that, we did also still have the amount from the start. So this isn't really 2 matches worth, but it's 2 matches into the game, and I already have this much armor. Is what I should say. Yep, looking like someone's kind of gave us a turd on our heads, but it's a turd of defense, and I don't mind that. It's the only kind of turd that I do allow. 1 there and 1 there. And as always, we have 1 spare, which will go anywhere awkwardly. Probably may as well put it on the undercarriage. Could put it like here. There we are. Did have to get rid of some of our heavy blocks for that though, which is a bit of a concern. But okay. Actually, something I have to do. It's nibbling me. I need to do this. There we go. Wow, that was annoying me for so long, but I just gave up. Okay. So our centre is a bit better defended. Our back is still very vulnerable though, but this is definitely a good start. I think I'll do 1 more game, and then I'll call it quits for today. So back in a second for most likely the last game of the day. I'll be doing this little series probably once or twice a week, by the way, on a side note. Let's speak about that. Just because, actually no, you know what, I'll talk about it actually in the game. And we are back. Apparently the Robocraft gods have decided we've had too much sun. So yeah, let's talk about what I was going to talk about. There's actually been a big gap between this and the last clip. Well, basically, I was going to say, this series, if I continue with it, and if you truly enjoy it, if people gave me a positive response, it'll be coming out once or twice a week at most, because there's going to be so much grinding needed that I can't simply do much per episode. So it'll be a lot of off-camera work, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Hello there. And I'll probably be trying to live stream it soon. Probably be unannounced streams, probably just jump on the stream, play a few games, jump off. But I want to show you what's going on about watching me fail over and over. Yes, got a kill! Yes, fail over and over again at games like this and terrible, terrible low-tier robots. So I do like the other Robocraft series I'm doing already. Sorry if I'm a bit stammery, I've just come out for walking the dog and I'm a bit confuzzled about everything. Okay, did a bit of damage, been a bit cowardly, stood back, like how I meant to play this robot. It's so badly, it's so weak at the moment. Another SMG tank over there. Okay, there's no plasmas yet, which is nice. Also no rails yet, which I'm very pleased about. Did a bit more damage then. Ooh, hello. You're small but heavily armoured. How are you? Ooh, let's see if we can actually aim our thing at him, eh? He's just got the original chassis and modified it, which is fine. I absolutely love the original chassis. I just don't think it's very good. Okay, I've got 2 kills so far. Can we get a third? Probably not. I can't see us winning this fight. Oh, maybe if we can actually target the weapons. Oh, can we? Possibly. Just yes, 3 kills. What a nice game to end it on. Even if I die now, which is very likely. Can we? Nope, all our weapons are destroyed quite badly. Can we try and run and hide? So we won't even get the win bonus, which is very upsetting, because this is probably a game I do want to get the bonus on. Is that an enemy? Yes. Oh, we're not going to actually win, so it doesn't really matter too much. I could self-destruct, but I feel that's rude right now, since I've did well. I may as well go down suicide fighting. It's just the right thing to do. I am now the last person alive. Oh my word. Just shoot things. Get some more RP, come on. See it that way. Every shot I fire and hit gets me some more RP. Every bit of RP counts. Come now. Yes. Hit him. Hit him more. What's wrong with his controls? He seems to be having a lot of difficulty turning, but backwards and forwards seems alright. Can we see his weapons? Yes, we can. There's one. Plink that off. And plink that off there. Oh, I managed to survive. That's very odd. I don't know why he ran. Oh, hello. Don't worry, someone else is about to pick up the slack for him. Just keep moving. Stop firing at me. Yes! Survival! I am the last one on the team to survive through cowardice and evil cunning. Mostly cowardice. Did I get some tech tokens? Yes, 6 tech tokens and 156 RP. That's not bad at all. I only need 14 for that. So if I had a match and a half like that, I would have the front-mounted SMG2, which I'd be very tempted to get, I must say. But for now, let's grab some more armor cubes. Nice, another 16. Can we do all the skirting, at least some of the skirting? Probably best to do some of the core stuff, actually. I do love doing the outer stuff more, obviously, because it shows more. It's like, look, I have armor. Don't attack me as much. It can scare some people away, which is very, very nice. A bit of psychological warfare. However, I would also like to not die if I do get shot. So, some more defense in the inner sanctums might be a good idea, because that way... Oops, I accidentally deleted my seat. Not the best. Okay, so yes, if I did this bit here all nice and chunky, then put the pilot seat down there. So now from the front, it's a little bit tougher to get to me from the front. I could make the entire, like, spine this colour, and just keep those heavy. Oh, I did also level up. I didn't even notice. When did I level? Well, that means I've got more blocks to play with as well, so I'll quickly do that, and then I think I'll call it, though. Yeah, let's protect the back of me. There we go, so I've got some protection there. The inner core for both of these guns is done. Let's see if I can actually put one on the gun as well. Because obviously, if the block the gun's attached to gets blown up, the gun also goes with it. Can't have a floating gun, sadly, so that's probably a good idea. Okay, so we have more P-flops. Let's finish off the skirt. The skirting board. I don't know what I'm going to call this. I don't know the finished name for this robot. I think I'm going to either keep it as a very tanky SMG, because I feel that's a good way to level up, or I'm going to go into like a hover SMG. Either way, I think I'm going to stick with SMGs for now. It's going to be a while until I have access to other robots anyway, so I could always change my mind. Oh dear, small problem with the design. I'll have to iron that out later, but right now I don't have the P-flops, so probably the best idea would be to just do this. Oh, I only have one left. As always, the annoying one. May as well defend the back again, I suppose. There we go. A lot of the core stuff done. A lot of the edges have been filled in. So now that's actually looking quite tanky. It's looking quite tough to kill. Our little squish. So yeah, thank you for watching Certain Threats. I really do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please comment and likes below. It mean the world as always. But particularly right now, the new series. This will be running once or twice a week, like I say. Occasionally, if I can, definitely will happen with the new computer, but maybe before then. The new computer is actually on its way. Will be here next week. Thank the Lord. Yeah, I might live stream, is the point I was trying to make then. But for now, I'll be calling it. So yeah, your opinions. Also, your opinions on the squish. How should I go with this? What should I do in the future? And what tier should I stop at? I probably won't stop on like tier 10 because that would take too long. I'm not even on tier 10 on my main account yet. Although I could probably force them into tier 10. You know, a decent tier 10 robot. So I'll probably stop on tier maybe 6, 5. Probably 5. I do like tier 5. So yeah. Goodbye, thank you for watching, have a nice day, a nice week, a nice month, a nice year, and I hope to see you next time, which will probably be on next weekend. Goodbye.